Today we're going to be making some stencils, and we're going to use our own text. Now we're not going to use designs or anything. We're strictly going to stick with text and how you can use any font you want and change it into a stencil font. The biggest issue with a lot of fonts is the fact that they have closed spaces. If you take a look at the red marks that are here, if I cut a little hole using that red mark, I would have the perfect stencil. The rest of the letters don't cause a problem whatsoever because they have open spaces and it's really easy to make the stencil. If you're cutting your stencil on a big sheet of, say, we'll start with a paper, then the open spaces really make a difference, because when you come to pull it off, you lose the entire shape of the text. So let's get going on this. I've used just Cricut Sans here for the text that we've got, and I just want to show you a couple of things here. We have the text, and what I did is I ungrouped this text so they're all individual letters so that I can work on these one at a time. I created a small area that I can use for cutting from it. So for example, we're going to take this particular E with the background piece, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to slice it. Now I'm just going to move the E out of the way. Now it's become the perfect stencil. So what I have to do is highlight the piece below and delete it. Now that's just an example of what we can do with it. Then I can put it back into place, and now it's going to cut as the perfect stencil. So let's start, and I'm just going to take all of this together here. I am going to group them, and I'm just going to move it out of the way because I want to show you what happens with other stencils as well. Now we do have the line all set up to make these cuts with various other pieces on this particular font, but let's go to another font. Let's come over here and let's type in the word hello to you. Now a lot of the A's and the E's, if I start and I add the letter A here at the beginning, you'll see that I've got a lot. This is the same one that you see here. Now let's just highlight this and pick a different font. So I'm going to come up here and choose another font that may be a little bit better. These are all single layer cutting. Let's try this one, Curvative. There we go. And you'll see you do have the places where you do have to make the cut. So I'm just going to make this a lot bigger so that we can see it. Now in order to make the cuts, you want to try and get them straight across the middle because this is a slanted one. So we're going to use little sticks like this. So what we want to do is create our stick, and I'm going to get you to do these initially because once you get the idea of it. Now I'm just going to change the color of this one. I was using red, so let's make this one orange. I have to unlock it here. Now the width, this is really important. The width has to be 0.075 to work properly. And it doesn't matter of the length. Now I'm just going to lock this so I don't lose it. So what we want to do in this case, because it's slanted, you need to come almost across the center with this. And I'm going to duplicate this because I don't want to have to keep creating it each time. We'll put the duplicate over to the side. Now this is all one piece here, but even if I highlight this now, I can click on slice because I have only one thing that I'm slicing out here. So now I can move this out of the way, and I should be able to pick off this and move it up, and there we go, and we can get rid of those two pieces. Now I don't need this anymore. I can delete it. Now I'm going to have to do the same thing for each one of these. So we're going to take our master one right here, and I'm going to make it go through the middle of this O. That looks with a slanted text. The biggest key is to get the lines through so these become two different pieces, and you can pull out these centers and then you have that perfect stencil. And we will cut a couple of these. All right, I want to do one more. I'm just going to move this down out of the way, and this one is going to be another piece of text, and I'm just going to do quick brown. And that's all I'm going to put in for this one. But now we're going to change our font from quick brown, from Curvature 101. I want a straight up and down one. Now we do have a stencil font here, but we're not going to use that because I want to show you what to do when you have to get to some letters that are straight up and down. And let's try this one is a dosis. Now you see how the letters are straight up and down with the brown? And we have a B that has a problem, a Q, and an O. Well, I'm going to use the same one here. This time, I don't think I need to make any changes, so I'm going to bring this into the center, but I'm going to duplicate it first. Make sure I have one off to the side. Now that looks pretty good. I'm going to slice that. Just want to move it out of the way. Just move it right out of the way. Let's get rid of this piece. Make sure we only select that. Okay, our O is looking really good. Let's duplicate our stick again. And now for the B, I'm going to show you something a little different. We're not going to go down the center, but there is another way you can do a straight up and down fonts. And you want to snug it up as close as possible to the edge here. And I'll show you what happens. We'll take those together and we're going to come down here and slice it. And you can see that makes a nice B out of that. And I'm just going to have to move this out of the way so I can get our stick gone. So that is another way that you can slice to make a stencil. So your quick brown. And now we can do the Q. Now with the Q, you might want to do something even a little bit different from that. So let's duplicate this. You may only want to have one at the top and not at the bottom because of how the Q has put together. So we would just take this together like this and we would slice it. Now we have another stencil. Now these look really good. We're going to cut a couple of these out. I'm going to finish off with this other stencil here. Let me just move this one up out of the way. A hello to you and a quick brown. And now I want to take this one. I am going to ungroup it and we're just going to finish off doing some of the cuts with this one. And the A is a bit low. Let's bring it up a bit. You may have to adjust your own. I'm just going to weld those together. Now I know it sounds like it would be very easy to just simply use a stencil font, but sometimes the font you want to use is not ideal for what you want to make. So that is the simple way of using these. Now I'm going to show you how to use these stencils and put them into a material. So for example, if I wanted to have the stencil cut in vinyl, what I actually do with this is I could just do the vinyl itself, stick it onto something and use the stencil once. But what I want to do is cut it right through the stencil, so it cuts through the stencil and the paper. And then I have a stencil that I can use over and over and over again. You could do the same with paper. It just happens that the vinyl is easier because you can spray paint over it or do all kinds of things and move it over and spray it again or whatever you want to do. So let's move over to the demo side and we'll finish off with our using text and making stencils with them. So now that we have cut this out, what I used to cut it out was a divider, a plastic divider that I got at the dollar store, and then there's other things you can use. I have used foam sheets in the past. I've used file folders, whatever seems to take the cut, and I will be able to use it over and over again. Now, it doesn't have to be text that you have on it, but these are the ones that we made with the cut, as you can see here. Now, I just want to show you a little bit. I have some distress spray here that I'm going to use in order to take a look and see what we can do right here.